Thank you, Sir DJ Rock the Block. Shout out to Haim for stopping in, setting it off for us today. The King and I Radio, Party 101.9, iHeart, Nexus, The Matrix Studios.
Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey. Yeah, still got to give us use of that Odyssey. But we in the building, you know. Every now and again, somebody from the core of The Matrix Studios will rise up and make it to a level of some greatness and have a story to tell. And so shout out to my guy that's in the building today, Teemanay, because he definitely got a story to tell and can connect the dots with that. But I told him today before King got here that I was going to allow King to interview him since she's into the Afrobeats and Caribbean music and all that. So I said, and then Swerve confirmed that no need for me to be here because she don't want me here no way. If you were just listening to the show. If not, then that's an inside joke and you got to go watch the replay. She'll probably post it on Instagram too because she likes to start trouble. But anyway, Teemanay, you in the building. What's up?
Yo, how you guys doing?
We good. How you feeling?
I'm good. Good to see you.
And we're glad to have you here.
Thank you, guys. I'm humbled.
So every now and again, when somebody that makes it to a certain level, you know, levels up, you know, they come into the studio on time, early, and patiently sit and wait. That's how you could tell like who appreciates their position opposed to who is like, yo, I'm busy, or you got me here waiting, interviewing this dude, and I'm supposed to go. Like, you know what I mean? He just sat there and just did what he had to do and understood what the assignment was. So I appreciate you.
Sure. Thank you guys for having me. You know how.
Now I'm not going to talk anymore. Now I'm done.
And he was the first one here.
And you can keep
He was here
talking,
early.
D. Don't do that.
Why'd she look away?
I don't know. I got an eyeball Swerve, you know?
Well, you can't see
Swerve
me.
he's a starter of all the drama. But yeah. So
you want to know what you want to know our connection, or you want to know what he working on now? Like, what you want to know?
I mean,
what do you want to know?
A little bit of everything. I do want to know what you're working on now. I want to know what you brought us, what presents you brought us as far as new music, if you got any. You know, y'all be keeping secrets up here.
Nah. I mean, I've been watching them go on the internet, and I seen as of late his new song that he just released just got charted on the Billboard chart. So we fresh off the press on that. Once I seen that, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to book that interview. So tell us about that experience.
I know, it's crazy, right? I actually charted today. So I actually put out the single just last week. So it's just a week old. It's called Call Me. And since it came out, a lot of people have been calling me. I don't know whether it's the title or the energy or something, but it's a vibe, you know. It's a part of my project that's coming out this summer. The second single of my project. The first one was Little Me. I remember when it came out, I sent it to you as well. And you were like, this is a vibe. And you've been supporting. So thanks. So Call Me is just a week old. And it's trending on TikTok. It's trending back home in Africa already. It's trending in UK. It's on the charts in UK top 100 charts. It's on the charts in Germany. Surprisingly, I don't even know how to speak German. But so
they probably know.
Right. You know, I mean, that's the thing about Afrobeat music. You know, Afrobeat music is music in general, not just Afrobeat music. Is it's a language that you don't have to understand before it hits you.
That's true.
You know, it's the only kind of thing that hits you without hurting you, right? That makes you feel good. So I feel like my music is generally accepted globally, and I'm grateful for that. So I was surprised to get the notification today on Billboard. You know, they usually post on Twitter when you chart. So that was how I found out on Twitter. They tagged me, and you know, my song just debuted on Afrobeat US chart, and I went crazy. I was shaking. I was like, yo, I called my manager Slim. I was like, bro, we on the chart, baby. My name has changed, man. It's down Billboard T.
Billboard T.
As it should. So this your first song that charted on the Billboard?
Actually, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, that's a big deal. That's definitely a big deal. So what they have it as Afrobeats.
Yes.
Okay.
World and Afrobeats. Yeah, world music and Afrobeats specifically. So we keep looking. It's crazy, but I just want to say something. I know D don't want to say it. He's sounding humble, but when I moved to the States, because definitely I was born back home in Nigeria, Africa.
That was my question too, but go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Then I got quiet and then you just go ahead.
So I'm from Nigeria, raised. You guys say born and raised, so we say the same thing too. I was born and raised back home in Nigeria, and I only came here just a few years back. I think 2017.
Okay.
And as soon as I landed in New York, when my friend picked me up from the airport, the first thing I asked my friend was, "Where can I record?" And he was like, "Bro, calm down. You just got here. You're not even grateful that you passed immigration. You know what I'm saying? You're asking me where you want to record." I was like, "No, for real, bro. I have this idea. I want to put out a song. I want to record my next song." I started playing the songs I recorded back home in the car while we're driving to the Bronx. And as soon as I got to the Bronx that same week, I started Googling. The first thing I Googled was recording studio near me. So I found about, Google gives you options. I found about 5 to 6 recording studios. Something just connected me with the one that says DMX, Demetrics Studio, DSN, sorry, Demetric Studio Network. And I just called the number there and I booked a session. So I booked a session there. I got there. There was this guy called Draft, the engineer. We met. He listened to my voice and was like, "Yo, you sound really good." At first, he said, "You sound like an African Drake." I'm like, "Well, I don't hear it, but And then we recorded the first song that day in 2 hours. I did about 2 songs, and he was really impressed. So the next session I had, D came and he was like, "Yo, this is my new boy from Nigeria. He's an Afrobeat artist. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be great." He just kept going on and on. And D was like, "Okay, all right, let's hear it." And D heard my song, and they had an event at the rooftop because the studio then in the Bronx had a rooftop, and D just let me perform, just like that.
Okay.
So it was the first studio I ever recorded. My first song in America was in his studio,
and
one of my first performances was from him. So thank you, bro. Thank you. The world just has to know,
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and from that experience, then years went by, him and Draft working together, and then the next thing I know, he signed to Akon. I was like, "Oh, okay, another somebody made it out again." And then that experience was what that was.
Yeah. So how did that happen? That connection with you and Akon. Where's Akon from? Senegal?
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Because I think it's Nigeria. Okay, go ahead.
Because a lot of people be thinking he's Nigerian. Yeah, but you should say that you spot on Senegal. Yeah, he was also here in New York City. One of this, I was in the city one day. My manager then called me to the city, and I thought, as usual, we were just going for something. It was around Fashion Week, and I was in the car waiting for the guy. And somebody just came out of a building. I looked. It was this very dark man with a very white clothes. He's very black. So that was Akon. Yeah, he's black. So I was like, "Bro, that's Akon, right?" And my manager laughed. I'm like, "Why are you laughing, CB?" CB was like, "Yeah, that's Akon." So I came out of the car maybe to, get a picture or something. And the next thing he was walking towards me and it was like, "Yo, T, what's up?" Like, okay, what's happening here? And then he hugged me and got into the car. The same car I was in.
Okay.
And then we drove around and he was like, "I heard your music sometime on the radio and I loved it. So when I came to the city, I asked to see you."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was how it happened.
That's magical.
Yeah.
Because imagine you think you just randomly pull up on him.
Yeah.
So you're just going to go out to be a fan and take a picture. And he's
and
like,
then
no, I'm here for you.
Yeah, like shout out to DJ
That's
Nori
lit.
too. DJ Nori was actually the one playing my music on Part 105. So I don't know how Akon heard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. And we definitely can't forget. We can't forget my man Roni, because Roni is definitely a key connector and keeping it going. He's another guy that I met outside. What's the other name he go by on? Look, you don't even know who I'm talking about right now, right? Because you don't even call him Roni. With the patch, man.
Remind me, man. It's too much people. I'm just grateful for all of them.
We'll get back to it. He has another name that he goes by that, but he's been working. He's been contacting us, keeping us in contact because he's part of the DSN family too. Similar story too. So after all that, the pandemic happened. During the pandemic, what was you doing?
Oh my God, the pandemic literally changed a lot for me because studios closed down, New York City shut down, things became difficult. I decided to learn how to be self-dependent. I went on Amazon, started ordering equipment, and started recording at home. That was how I learned how to record at home. Funny enough, it was still Draft that taught me how to self-record and self-engineer through FaceTime. Yeah.
Was you sending the songs to him to mix after?
Yes. So I was calling him on FaceTime. I downloaded everything, bought the software, the speakers and everything in my living room. started recording, and then after I record, I do a pre-mix, and then I send it to him for a final mix and master. So that was how I survived the pandemic, because it was a streaming era. The only good thing it did for us was it kind of made a lot of people discover our songs, because a lot of people were home and they had to stream. Music was like the only thing that made people happy.
Right.
So it was a good and bad situation.
And I'm sorry, Haiti is what y'all call him.
Who?
Haiti, Ronnie Haiti.
Oh, Ronnie Haiti. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I was trying to figure out who that was.
His name is Haiti. Sorry about that,
Ronnie. Since we got the boom bap in the first segment, I don't know. I might be embarrassing myself again, right?
You want to Google Afrobeats?
There you go, Swerve.
No. I'm not gonna Google Afrobeats.
The black blonde girl.
I don't know. I think I might know the pronunciation, but I might not know the pronunciation. But I do want to know, because I see everybody having this written everywhere. Asake? How you say it?
Yeah, Asake.
Asake? What is that?
He's his name. He's an Afrobeat artist.
Okay, so that's not a genre of music. That's a person.
That's a person. Yeah.
Okay.
He makes a kind of Afrobeat music that is called it's a fusion of amapiano and a deep Yoruba sound called juju, Afro juju music. It involves a lot of drums, log drums, and heavy metal sound. Okay. Yeah, but Asake is an artist too, the Afrobeat artist.
Okay, because I kept seeing it and I'm like, is that a genre? It's not a genre. Okay.
There's so many genres in African music, but sometimes everybody always falls under the box of Afrobeats. We have so many great sounds.
Recently, I've been hearing the Amapiano one, and they say that's it's like South Africa.
Yeah,
right.
Amapiano.
Yeah, so I seen I don't know, Tyler. She's kind of running it, but they had a few songs that went, I guess like viral kind of, and they was doing all the challenges and stuff, but they were the piano beats. So okay. Yeah. I was just curious. I thought that was
it's a vibe.
Yeah, it's okay. We learn every day, Right. Even me, I don't know it all when it comes to the hip hop genre. I learn every day. You know what I'm saying? I heard about the boom bap today. So.
Right. Okay. So I wasn't the only one.
No.
Listen, this is back, the learning segment today.
As him was explaining, now I remember seeing him at the old studio. He don't know that I was at the old studio.
Oh wow!
I was there. I was around.
2017. Yeah.
Yeah, I was around. And the last time we met, you had all white on. It was at an event.
Yeah.
And you was outside in the car. You was playing some stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was there that day. Now everything's coming. Yes, he was right there. Was that? I forget which event that was. It was somebody event.
It was a private album list.
Right.
For,
it was
a rapper. I can't remember his name right now.
I can't right now. But that's the last time you was playing some joints.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I think you got on a call. It was on a Tuesday because you got on a call that Wednesday.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I was sampling the songs because I like to do that a lot. Whenever I meet people in the industry,
you play right in the street.
Out or not, I like to get them, to listen to what is coming out, what is next. I want to hear their reviews. And oftentimes they be like, send me your stuff. But at least that moment, you want to make sure to remember you because they might not remember you again. So wherever I go to, I always try to infiltrate the environment. If I go to an event, my manager and I last week we went to an event in Connecticut. It was a Lamborghini showcase event. It has nothing to do with us. The next thing he was looking for me, I was already with the DJ. Bonding with the DJ.
You gotta get in. You gotta get in when you finish.
It was like, yo, T. I said, I was with the DJ. You know what I'm saying? So everywhere as an artist, I just feel like sometimes we shouldn't limit ourselves because we never know who we're talking to. We don't know who's going to take us to the next level.
And I see you bring your music to the streets everywhere. I saw a video where it was just going up to random people in the street and they actually stopped and they listened to the music and they like, okay, let me check this out. Like, this is a vibe. I might have to go download this.
Right.
And, I saw that video.
Right.
And we was talking about that earlier, before you came in, and the whole guerrilla marketing, how that's kind of lost in the source. Yeah, nowadays.
Relying on social media.
Right. So I think you're doing it the absolutely correct way by networking with the people. Getting to, I think your music, some people say your music is first, but I think you as a person is first.
Right.
To connect with the people. Right. And then when they connect with you, they connect with your music.
Right. You're absolutely right. Because we were having a discussion earlier today that sometimes they put everything on the table for you as an artist, and now it's left for you to fly, but you cannot fly. Why? Because you lack the personality. And you all remember, before the talent, there was you. There is a personality. Don't hide that personality, because you don't know, the people might listen to your music, but that doesn't mean that they automatically become your super fans. So we have fans and we have super fans.
Right.
Selling out, having 10 million monthly listeners on Spotify does not equal to selling out an arena, because some people might be comfortable to listen to your song in their home, but that doesn't give them the motivation to want to actually buy a ticket to come see you perform. So now you have to do the extra work by making sure these people feel connected to you as a person, not just as an artist, because beyond the artist there's something else that people can relate to. So that's how I connect with my fans, also through engaging with them and communicating with them, responding to DMs as much as I can. The right DMs though, not the crazy ones.
The right DM.
So you get a lot of crazy DMs?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Honestly, I share them with my manager sometimes. I mean, it's live, it's expected, because when you put yourself on the spotlight, you should expect anything. Some people will love you, some people will hate you, some people will go crazy, some people would want to, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I like that.
Is addictive, so when you playing the music in the next gig this week, don't forget to play Call Me by Teemanay.
Yes.
Oh, I'm a video. What I'm going to do, I will video record when I'm playing it, and I'll send it to you.
Wow, he gonna give you the.
So we could catch the vibe.
Right.
Thank you.
Yo, so with that being said, let's catch a DJ Rock the Block vibe, and then we'll be back with more Teemanay on Party 101.9, the King and I Radio, Wednesdays, 3 to 5. We'll be right back.
Party 101.9.
Party 101.9, King, we are back, the King and I Radio. Once again, Swerve told me I didn't have to be here anymore. I'm still here, and she's still not talking, so I don't know.
You have to be here today. You're still being paid today. I don't have to define have to, because we have that monitor in the back of us, and it says, DWI has to be here. Listen, we're not gonna feud today, because what month we in again?
June.
African American Music History Month.
Okay, so we getting the history, we getting the music. And we got
That's crazy that we had
Teemanay
here. We had
Sling. Haim.
We had Haim, but what's we got our manager on the side.
Sling.
Oh, okay. You did say that. You saying it. I'm hearing it. And then we had a guy come in with his wife that wanted to play music because he heard the station was here.
Right.
And then we had the other artist that's coming up later on the show. What's his name?
Fully Top Dollar.
Fully Top Dollar. So the show is an action-packed show. We got a Canadian DJ Rock the Block. We got Swerve as the residential DJ around the city and a fleet DJ. So we represent the culture of music. So would you coming to America, was that your first time coming to America when you came? Or that was your first time visiting?
That was my first time coming to America.
So you could do a whole movie about that.
Yeah, we working on a documentary.
Yeah, Matrix Studios about to get a cameo, baby.
So
telling my story.
Did you take videos when you was coming or no?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did when I was leaving. But when I got here, I was trying to be very cautious. I didn't want to do too much.
Okay.
Because it was my first time, so I just kept
you
my
didn't
phone
want to
to myself.
take that green card back. Yo, you're doing too much.
I just kept my phone to myself until I got out of the airport and then got to my friend's place. But I have footages from the first week, even the first time I ever recorded in the studio, because the next week was when I went to the studio.
Okay.
I didn't wait.
You didn't waste no time.
Yeah.
So we gotta get this show on the road, get this music out. Okay.
Right.
So
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Afrobeats. How long has that been in existence? That what we know of it.
Yeah. The genre has been in existence for well over 30 years. The founder is called the great Fela Kuti. He's actually the first person that coined the term Afrobeat without the S. And he actually was well traveled as well. He schooled in London. He's Nigerian. And then he even stayed in Harlem for a little bit. And from Harlem, he went to Ghana. So in these places that he lived, he kind of studied their music.
Okay.
And then combined everything. He got high life from Ghana, a kind of sound from London. Even got house music from
I
Harlem.
thought,
And then when he went to Nigeria,
Mhm.
he found a band called the 70s band. And then he had a shrine in Lagos, and then they started creating his own type of music, which is called Afrobeat. So Fela Kuti is the founder of anything Afrobeat.
So he's like the Cool Herc of Afrobeats.
Yes.
Cool Herc is hip hop. So
Right.
So he you know what? Why did I think Ghana was hip life? So it's high life.
High life, yeah, it's called High Life music. Ghana High Life.
And there's nothing called hip life.
No, it's
I
High
made
Life.
that up. Okay.
You're good.
she
No,
always
no,
making up her
no,
own
because-
genres, though.
No, I was Ghanaian for like 5 minutes, right?
But Benawa, you hear
Yeah.
I was Ghanaian for like 5 minutes, and I had a few favorite songs, but I don't know why I thought it was hip.
Hip life, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
high life.
it's
Okay.
High Life. And then
Okay.
Afrobeats with the S, it's like the export of that genre mixed with other genre. So Afrobeat started going into Afro dancehall, Afro reggae, Afro hip hop, Afro calypso, Afro this, Afro that, and then they just called it Afrobeats, which is the other subgenres that come under Afrobeats.
Mhm.
All right, so let's do culture now. Let's do regular culture because we was on this place called we were on this place called Clubhouse, and they have a lot of different
Yeah.
rooms about Africans, Americans, Caribbeans, and it's all based off of the slave trade, and everybody's trying to make it make sense of who came from where first. And
Yeah.
so in Nigeria, do they really like dislike Black Americans from America? Like,
Yeah, that's a
passionately?
fallacy. That's a fallacy. Africans, not just Nigerians, we worship foreigners. Like there's this mentality when a foreigner comes, we treat them as kings and queens.
Mhm.
It's natural. You should come home. You guys should visit. Don't worry, I'll host you.
Okay.
Like they will make you feel like a king in another land. That is
because
why
they understand how we got there. We didn't leave.
right,
Like,
we're taken away.
taken
That is
away.
why when there was the year of the return in
I saw
2019,
that.
so many African Americans went to West Africa, Ghana and Nigeria precisely, and they all wanted to come back if not for the pandemic. And most of them came back last year when we started the year of the return again because they had the best of experience. So that notion that Black or Africans don't
They
like
was
African
offering
Americans,
citizenship to
they were even giving free citizenships in
Mhm.
Ghana. They were giving citizenships to African Americans. So that notion that Africans don't like African Americans has always been a
I
fallacy.
know. I kind of figured
Yeah.
that.
I think it might be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not negating what you're saying, but I think it might be different when Americans go to Nigeria than when the Nigerians are actually here and living
Yeah,
amongst the Americans.
the disconnect is mostly in the diaspora, which is here,
Mhm.
because of the way Africans were treated when Africans got here
Mhm.
in the early 80s and 90s. They were called African booty scratchers
Mhm.
by their fellow African Americans
Mhm.
because of the programmed mindset of how the Western culture taught you guys to see that Africans are dirty, Africans are shithole, Africans are this. So that divide started here. So the
Mhm.
divide is mostly between the African diaspora and the African American community because of the way we were treated when we came here, the kids of immigrants and immigrants alike. So that notion that, but when African Americans go back home to Africa, they have
get
the
a
best
warm
of
welcome.
time. They have a warm welcome.
Mhm. Yeah, my sister just came back from Ghana, and then my other sister went before that.
And what did
they
she
all
say
had a
about her
great time.
experience?
They had a great time. My brother-in-law just got shook down by the police and had to pay $1,000 because he had weed, and they was gonna arrest him
In Africa?
Yeah,
He
in
paid
Ghana.
them $1,000?
Yeah, they was
Yo,
gonna,
those
he's,
people,
and he's Puerto Rican though.
yo,
He's Puerto Rican, so
he
they
gave those people their yearly income. What?
Mhm.
Nah, he was with the wrong people.
and then they smoked the
gave
weed
him-
with
he-
him after that. After
That's
he
it.
gave the money,
Wait.
my sister had to go and get the
You
money.
see what I'm saying? They smoked the weed with him. So he just lost $1,000
So
for
wait, he
nothing.
gave them $1,000
That was a
American
lot
dollars.
of money. Who does that?
Yeah, and my brother-in-law is a
How-
gangster. Like he's
That's
official, but
crazy.
he
How
can't.
much naira is
In
1,000?
Naira right now,
$1,000
$1,000 is 1.4 million.
What?
Naira.
Nah,
That's a whole waste of money. That guy
I'm
wasted
going
money.
back home. I'm going back home.
So
That's
you
how
see-
much?
Yeah, that's why when
If I
we
go
go
there-
home, when
Yeah.
we going home, we could just budget like maybe $5,000 for the whole December for Christmas for the whole month, and we'll still come back with some change.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
And-
he could have given those guys like $50 and it would be good, or like $10 each. You know, but giving them $1,000, that's not.
So
nice.
is the stuff expensive? Like does
Yeah.
it equal? Okay,
It
so
doesn't
then
equal. It doesn't still, even though it's expensive, it's still not the same as
like
the
it's still
rates
it's
here.
still cheaper than.
Still cheaper than.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Still cheaper than.
I heard December is like the best time
Yeah,
to
Dirty December. That's what we call
She
it.
travel. She's a world traveler. So
yeah,
she
but
gonna pop
I
up.
didn't make it to Nigeria yet, but I definitely
You
want to
will.
go. I want to go to Ghana, and I want to go to Nigeria.
Yeah, you're gonna have a great time. When African American, that's why I say the year of the return. It's like every December now. It's a thing where African Americans here are just buying their tickets for December
I
to go
saw a
spend
whole bunch,
Christmas
yeah.
and everything in the holidays. Because in Ghana and Nigeria precisely, from December 1st to January 1st, there is a concert, there is a festival, there is a carnival, there is a party every single day. It's like the
And
party
the weather is nice
non-stop.
there.
I was
weather's
already
nice.
saving the clubs I want to go to.
Yeah, sometimes some of my friends, some African American guys that actually went home last December, I didn't go. They said they went for a party. They were in Lagos, and they didn't know it was already 7 a.m. in the morning. So because the place is dark in the club, when they came out, it was 7 a.m. So they went back to their hotels, showered, took a nap, and came back. The party was still on. Tell me where that happens. It doesn't even happen here.
I'll probably say Vegas, but I wouldn't know.
Maybe Vegas, yeah, maybe Vegas. But we know how to celebrate. You guys will have a great time. So stop buying your tickets.
Yeah,
I already know.
That makes me proud, like to have met someone like you, the way that we met on business, and we turned into like family in the business. And again, we don't go out our way. You don't be, yo, D, can you play my song? Or yo, can you come do this? It's really,
that's true.
It's organic. It's like I see you online, I share stuff, and that's how it should be. But we definitely need to support more because we got to keep pushing.
I keep giving him his flowers, but I'm gonna embarrass him one more time. There was a time he actually played my song for his kids in the classroom.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, out of nowhere, I just saw the video. Like, the kids were actually vibing to my song, singing it word for word, and he was the one. I'm like, yo, this
Check
brother.
them out.
I didn't even ask for it
because I have a theory. Working with teenagers, the middle schoolers, this is what I feel. They're the ones that I see consuming the music. I see them going back and forth with the Drake and Kendrick beef. They know all of the lyrics. They know all of the information. What's going on.
Yeah.
They like the Afrobeats. They like the R&B songs. They love the song by Keisha Cole by Love. They love that song. So I'm like, all right, they don't understand everything, but they have a pretty good knowledge of what they like, and they're the future. So let's just say me as a producer, as a radio producer, I allow them to do their own radio show, pick their own music, and then display some new music of the artists that I get on the radio station.
Yeah.
And then trickle it down to them, and then give you the reaction,
right?
And let them tell you what they like about it, what they don't. I think that's more of a pure
marketing.
Yeah, marketing. Because now I'm planting the seeds, and their parents or whatever will know.
That's true.
That go out and get the new Teemanay, because teacher Mr. Williams played it for us, and we just follow him, or they be following me on Instagram, so they're there. So it's just about connecting the dots.
I appreciate that, because these kids, they are the future, and whatever they put out there or get inside, it's what's gonna affect the next generation.
And once they like the music, it's good.
So listen,
you know what I want to know? I want to know if you're still working with Akon. What's currently happening?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. The last record we did was called Go Girl. Yeah, it's actually on the system. Yeah, I just found out that it's on the DigiWax system. Yeah, he's actually traveling. He's very let me say what I would say. Akon is what's that word? He multitasks. So he's a businessman, a musician, a record label executive. He's like pretty much everything. He's everywhere. So I haven't really seen him this year.
So what do you consider, like an independent artist?
Oh yeah, I'm an independent artist, and I'm so grateful for it right now. I actually just have signed a distribution deal with United Masters.
Okay.
United Masters is really, really good. Steve Stout, he's our representative, and I also have a deal with Live Nation on the aspect of marketing and distribution.
Okay.
So I'm releasing my songs independently. I own my own label called Timeless Music Empire, TME. And my manager and I, Slim, we're partnering in the nightlife, in promotions. He represents a big company called the Lions Group, and they're pretty much in charge of the entire nightlife of New York City. If you want to be out there in the nightlife, every big concert around the country that happens in New York,
that's them.
It's the Lions Group.
Okay.
Just talk to Slim. And I'm also an ambassador of the Kingdom of Kush. The Kingdom of Kush is a new sovereign nation that is being built in Africa for Africans. So it's going to be a whole tech city. It's on the east side of Africa between Egypt and Sudan, south of Egypt, north of Sudan, in a place called Bertowil. So I'm an ambassador, and we're actually building a tech city, a whole smart city,
Oh,
where
wow.
there will be equality, economic stability.
Mhm.
Pretty much every citizen will be on a very high standard of living,
Mhm.
and they will not know poverty. We actually have lands in other parts of Africa, 25 other countries already,
Mhm.
and we are asking the whole diaspora around the world, as well as African Americans,
Mhm.
to come back home. So the project has started, and
Mhm.
as soon as we're done, we'll start giving out citizenship. But we have
Okay.
an official website where you could find out everything about the Kingdom of Kush.
Mhm.
It's called www.kingdomofkush.org. O-R-G.
Okay.
Everything about the kingdom, the donations, the tech city, how to become a citizen, how to become a part of it. It's all there.
So it's
Yeah.
gonna be multiple cities, but the first city you starting with is
It's gonna be in
between Sudan and
between
and
Egypt
Asia.
and Sudan.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where our flag is. We actually have our flag day this week, which is on Thursday. It's gonna be happening in the city. I'll send you guys all the information.
Nice,
The
nice.
flag day is
So
where
you made your own flag.
I'm not the
Well,
president.
they made
I'm
their
an
own
ambassador.
flag for the city.
Oh yeah, they already
Okay.
installed a flag in the land.
Okay.
30 years ago, 1993. So
Okay.
June 13th, actually, that was the precise date. So this
Okay.
week, June 13th, we'll be celebrating our flag day.
Okay. So, that's now. So the city's been there, but now they're gonna turn it into like,
Right.
what did you say? Tech, like a tech.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tech city.
Okay.
You know, it's a city from the medieval days, from the
Mhm.
old Egyptian days and Sudanese days. The Kushite people.
Mhm.
It was a very, very high advanced trade city back in the days before our time,
Mhm.
where they used to do foreign trade,
Mhm.
and then it dissolved. But now the city is still there, so we're gonna build it back up to a smart city,
Mhm.
completely smart city running digital.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
yeah. Find out more about it, Kingdom of Kush,
Mhm.
and then once the city is ready, I'm
So
gonna
then-
give you all your passports.
Okay. So then everybody they're gonna be Kushites again.
Right.
Okay.
We're all gonna
Okay.
be Kushites.
That's exactly what we're working on. Well, listen, I appreciate you for coming. I know you got to make a couple of more stops today.
Yeah.
In the city. I see you looking at your watch, so I already know what
My
it's that
bad.
time. No. I know. I already know. This is what we do here. We move and shake. But you always welcome.
Yeah, I want to come back because I'm gonna putting out my album this summer, and the new single "Call Me." So I'm gonna put out my first album this summer. So I definitely want to come back.
All right, so yeah, and shout out to Rock the Block. He loved the record. He told me to let you know he loved the record. Call Me, and we do a mix every Saturday, an independent, internationally known, regionally respected mix where we have artists from all over the place on iHeartRadio. So you'll see that in the playlist as well too. So if you tune in between 4 and 6 on a Saturday in the afternoon to the station, you'll be locked in.
Awesome.
So you gotta give him a drop now too. So, all right, let's get out of here, Swerve. Let's go to the next break. DJ Rock the Block, and then we'll be back with our final artist on deck.